Mike Kendall, your man in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the DC Amateur Featherweight Division. It is brought to you by Miller Lite. Anytime is Miller time. Introducing first, fighting out of the ShaneHarrington.com blue corner. This fighter stands 5'9", weighs in at 144 pounds, holding an amateur record of 3 wins, 2 losses. Training out of Skywalker 101 Boxing Academy in fighting. Out of Omaha, Nebraska, Darkness, Michael Murphy. His opponent to my right, fighting out of the Doubting and Urban Lavas, his red corner, is a fighter standing 5'10", weighing in at 153 pounds, holding an amateur record of 1 win, 1 loss. Training out of Pinnacle Sports Fitness Team Viper, representing Lincoln, Nebraska, Riley White. Your referee in charge of action is Brandon Fontensteel.
All right, well, here we go. We're going to kick off Seasons Beatings 2015 here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. You know, I've trained a little bit with Michael Murphy. You know, look for him to stay on that jab and to really utilize his boxing. Nice leg kicks.
Yeah, I really want to see if Riley can get those combos working that I'd seen in sparring. Sometimes what you see in sparring doesn't always translate over into the fight. So
those guys kind of feeling each other out, staying on that jab. Both guys are landing big, heavy leg kicks. There's a head kick by Michael Murphy.
Hey, keep it in his face. Remember, even if it's not landing, keep it in his face.
Michael Murphy's coach calling for him to keep that jab, even if it's not landing. Use it kind of as a stick to, you know, gauge his distance so he can land that right hand.
Relax.
I like the body shot that Michael Murphy's calling.
Another big leg kick. You gotta start checking those leg kicks, or you know, those punches and those body shots he's trying to land aren't gonna have much behind him. Everything starts in your legs.
Yeah. Really like to see if this fight keeps going more into like the 3rd round. How those will take a toll after a while.
Finish with your right. Nice. There
Left hook, right hand.
Yep.
Left hook, right hand.
There you go.
Nice.
Michael Murphy swarms him.
Relax, Murph, relax.
Put a lot of power into this.
He is.
Nothing.
Riley White's staying safe for the most part, though. He's going for wrist control. He's keeping his feet up. He's trying to tie him up.
Let him up, Murph. Let him up. Right back on him.
Michael Murphy lets him up.
Right. Keep going.
Feeling comfortable just throwing stand-up. He's
really
got to start checking those legs.
He does. Riley White needs to keep his hands up. You know,
Left hook, right hand.
Michael Murphy's throwing big punches, and if he catches one of those, you know, he may go down.
I'm looking to see him try to time one of those kicks, maybe catch him with his hands down on the kick.
Nice.
Keeping that left really low. Are you kind of a fan of that? Maybe showboating a little bit? Maybe get him off his game?
No, you know, most of his team that he trains with they're primarily boxers, and that's just kind of a boxer thing, you know. It's Riley's rolling for a leg lock here. He may have Michael Murphy's leg tied up. He's still going for it. This is what it looks like.
40 seconds, Murph.
Good.
He gets the sweep with it, though.
Turn with it. There you go.
Michael Murphy's
keep turning.
Very calm, though.
Expecting this
Keep
too
turning.
much to see.
Scoot your ass
Staying
out.
calm.
Keep turning, Murph. You're all right. Short time, Murph. Short time. Keep turning.
Doesn't look like he's not really, in order to finish this, you have to isolate the leg, and he doesn't really have it isolated here, but he can use it to sweep and end up on top.
Let's go. Sit up, Murph.
A little shallow on the.
Turn your right. Sit up. 10 seconds, Murph. Short time.
We're a short time here. Looks like Michael Murphy's going to survive the submission attempt.
Just relax. You're good. You're fine.
Now, I got to ask, Anthony, who would you give that round for? Riley had the decent submission attempt. He was a little shallow, so I don't really feel like he was too much of a threat. Or do you weight more towards Michael Murphy's?
You know, I think that Michael Murphy landed the bigger shots. I think that he had Riley White more in more dangerous situations. He had him. I think he dropped him twice. He had him hurt. I would give that round to Michael Murphy.
What'd you do if you're Riley? Maybe keep with the leg kicks. I felt like those were really good, but keep with your hands up more. Not get that knockdown maybe off like a kick catch.
If I was him, I would keep my hands up a little bit more. I would keep throwing those leg kicks, and I'd probably look for the takedown. It looked like he had a little bit better of a grappling game. Michael Murphy did a good job of defending and stuff, but it looked like Riley may be a little more versed on the ground.
Yeah, the only thing that worried me, Riley seemed very versed on the ground. The only thing that worried me was Michael Murphy. While he seemed calm, didn't seem like he was in. He didn't realize he was in such a bad spot.
Well, he may have just felt like he wasn't in any danger there.
All right, Murph. Give me some more. Give me some more. Keep pumping that jab. Hands up. Hands up. There you go. Keep pumping
I'd like
that
to see
jab.
if Michael Murphy
There you
can
go. Keep
continue with
pumping
the power, too. He threw a lot
Hey, as soon as he gets
of
tall,
power into
lean
every
forward. I
technique,
want you
trying to
to
go
throw that
100%. See if he can keep it these next 2 rounds.
Murphy's staying on that jab the whole time. He's using it to check his distance and follow it with the right hand, just like he did there.
Double jab.
There you go. Come on. Keep sticking it.
Dropping
Left
that
hand higher than
jab.
the right. Keep that left up.
Big swing and a miss by White there.
Keep it up. Finish to the body. Left hook, right uppercut. Come on. There you go. Keep coming forward, Murph. Keep coming forward. Come on. Keep coming forward.
Murphy slowed down a little bit this round. I don't know whether it's a patience thing or
Hey,
or
we're
a
checking
conditioning
or
thing.
countering. Let's go. Come on.
I really like that kind of check
Throw
hook
that
that
right when she throws
Riley
it.
White's throwing into the leg kick, kind of
Yeah.
get his momentum in.
Come on. Come on.
He's still landing those leg kicks though.
There you go.
Nice body
Finish
shot by
upstairs,
Murphy.
A
Murph.
couple good
Head,
body
body,
shots
head.
tonight, not just the first one.
High and low, Murph. High and low.
There you
Now
go.
finish
Nice
the
left
body.
hook by,
Now finish the
by
body.
Michael Murphy there. Riley White's going to get going with them leg kicks again if he wants to stay in
1,
this.
2. 1, 2. We stand right
Nice
there,
check hook
Murph.
there.
I feel like
Go to the
Murphy's
right,
really
go to the
mixed
right,
his hands
go
up
to
a
the
lot.
right. There you go. Good.
Been able going between jabs and his
Once he
crosses
gets
and then
flat
into
in
his
front of you,
hooks.
throw
A
that
lot of
right.
success with the hooks.
He's mixing it up
I need
well.
more volume. I need more
You
volume.
see, Riley White's kind of keeping things one strike at a time, one jab, one right hand, one leg kick. Murphy's doing a better job of mixing up his combos a little bit.
Good head kick. He's really dug with the leg kicks in, and now he's finally kind of put in the work.
Big right hand by Murphy, man. That might have woke him up a little bit.
Hands up. There you go.
It's a big head kick by Riley White.
Chop him down, Murph.
Come on, Murph.
There you go, buddy. Right
Do
back
it
in
again,
his
Murph. Do it
face.
again. Body, Murph. Keep to the body.
Murphy's footwork seems to be a little bit off. I think those leg kicks are starting to really take a toll. He got a lot
Yeah,
in the
they,
first
you know,
and second.
I've had coaches explain leg kicks to me like you're investing, putting money in the bank, and at the end of the fight, those things are really going to pay off. He's very heavy on that lead leg.
I think Murphy is naturally faster, but he's kind of slowed down now. It's almost
has.
equal.
He has, I agree with that, and he keeps taking those leg kicks.
Even more success now.
I feel like there's a swing of momentum happening right now.
Right back at him.
Murph, steal the round. Steal the round. Go. Steal the round. Come on. Come on.
What's your
There it is.
takedown?
Good.
Murphy slowed down significantly. He's backing up now. He's real heavy on the lead leg.
There you go, buddy.
Michael Murphy takedown right into a submission attempt. I think we're 1-1 now, Henry.
That might have saved Riley White that round, honestly, with that kind of catch takedown.
Yep.
Kind of see the momentum shift. He really had a lot more success on the stand-up, but I felt like the takedown was going to win Murphy the round up until he caught that triangle.
I agree. And you know, now we have Michael Murphy as the striker looking to shoot takedowns now. That says a lot for that should be a huge confidence boost to Riley White.
Oh yeah, I really feel, like you said, he's put a lot of money in the bank as far as those leg kicks go, and he's starting to see the dividends in that he's the faster fighter, starting to mix his kicks more, and he's been landing the head kick too.
Right. And that paid off with those leg kicks in the first round. He went to the leg, went to the leg, went to the leg, and then when Michael Murphy starts dropping his hands to try to catch those kicks, he goes right to the head, lands a big head kick.
Visibly speaking, I really feel Riley seems a lot more confident now. You know, he had such a momentum shift. He knows those kicks have landed. He knows he's done the work in, and now he's kind of even the playing field.
You know, and for
so
being
sad.
the first fight of the night on this card, what two extremely talented fighters.
A lot of technique, I feel, for a first-round fight. I kind of like to see how Mike adjusts. I really feel he went for that takedown. I'd like to see if he goes for it right away, but he's been getting caught with two different submission attempts in the first and the second.
Right. Well, and I'm just so impressed with this fight card right now.
Murphy's
These
leg
guys-
is showing the...
These guys are just going to town right now. You look at the card top to bottom. I almost recognize every single name on this card.
There you go. Good body shot.
You know, normally the first 3, 4, 5 fights are guys that are pretty fresh, they're pretty new. You know, whether it's debuts or 1 and 2 fights, you know, they're not relatively known. Big swing and a miss by Michael Murphy there. But this card is just stacked top to bottom. I mean, the next fight you have Reynolds Reed versus Nate Gilead. How many fights do those guys have combined?
Reynolds got a lot of fights, and that's just not even on the record.
What a big body kick. Big body kick.
I feel that really speaks to the Pinnacle Bank events. I feel like you see a lot more experience in those.
Oh, absolutely. You know, this is where Dynasty Combat Sports really shows out here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena.
I'm not sure if the video's showing it, but Michael Murphy's leg kind of looks like meat's been
It does. It looks like he's taken the baseball bat to his leg 4 or 5 times. This round much more competitive than the last one, though. Michael Murphy's landed a couple big right hands in this round.
A lot of good inside leg kicks, too, from Riley. I feel
Well,
like
switching it up now, you know. I think he's caught a couple big right hands off of those leg kicks on the outside. And so I think he went to the inside now.
he's a lot more
Big
confident.
left hook. Michael Murphy is throwing heavy leather.
But he's still backing him up, though.
He is. He's not giving him an inch.
Either way, I really feel like both fighters are going to grow from this fight. It seems like Riley's got a lot more confidence now, and I'd like to see how in his next fight, how he can mix his hands up even more to start, or mix his hands and his lit kicks.
Well, I think that this fight is still anybody's fight, though. I think we were 1-1 coming in. You know, I'm not a judge by any means, but that's just my opinion. Michael Murphy's leg is just torn up. Man.
I would definitely agree, and if not, I don't feel either corner can depend on a 2-0 right now.
No, I don't think so either. But we have 45 seconds to really see who's going to win this round, because this round could be anybody's round too. I think Michael Murphy's landed the bigger punches this round, but Riley White's still going right back to the leg kicks.
Michael Murphy looping a little bit more with this punch.
He is.
Not as straight, not pumping the jab as much.
Yeah, there's no more jab. He's not on his stick anymore. He's not checking his distance. But he's still landing. He's still landing back to his leg kicks.
Murph, steal the round. Let's go. 10 seconds. Go. Steal the round. Steal the round.
Get that takedown. There it is, buddy. Get that takedown. Yeah.
And Michael Murphy gets the takedown at the end of the round.
One thing I'd like to kind of see from Riley White, I feel like he had a lot of success with his submissions, but yet he never really had a takedown attempt.
Right.
I'd kind of like to see if maybe they would have went with that game plan into the third, how well that would have. He got his submission attempts off really quick.
Absolutely. You know, in my opinion, I think that's 2 rounds to 1. Michael Murphy. He landed the bigger
takedown probably got him.
I think he landed the bigger punches in the third round. I think that with the takedown, I think he may have won this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of amateur MMA, we go to the judges' scorecards, and the judges score them out 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. For your winner by unanimous decision, Darkness Michael Murphy.
Michael Murphy with the win.
While the scores may not show it, I really feel that fight was super close, even though you see it 30-27.